fired up the YouTube and Facebook. Just to see if we can get a little bit of hangout time in with everyone. See if anybody jumps in. I got a couple folks jumping in. What's up, everybody? Just hanging out. What goes on here? Just hanging out, dude. Looking through the PC, seeing what I got. Just hanging out, really. Folks are bored. What's up, Angel? While we wait for this Disney break to fill. Patiently, of course. But no, just something to do with everyone. Every once in a while I flip through here and I'm like, dang, there's some cool stuff in here. Got some cool cars, man. A lot of these have gaps in them now, but of things that have gone in and out. But all in all, I'm very proud of what I've accumulated over the years. But yeah, folks, if you're jumping in, we've got my wife is going to be ripping a Marvel break, as you can see here. So that'll be fun. Still plenty of spots left. Any boxes written today? I mean, hoping to get these down 4, 7, 10, 15, 19, and 20. But I'm just going to sort in the meantime, and I figured, hey, why don't I just go live? And, you know, maybe folks just are bored this afternoon, want to hang out. It's like, I might as well go live, and if people want to take a spot while I'm live, or just spend some time in the afternoon, they're more than welcome. I did some buying today, bought some cool things. Well, had a few really cool things make it in the mail. Trying to figure out the smartest way to show you. My desk is a mess right now. Was shipping out some eBay orders and stuff like that. And I feel like this is just a good opportunity for folks to be like, hey, general question time, like Q&A time. Never know. Somebody might be like, hey, I'm struggling trying to sell this card, or hey, what would you do in this situation? Hey, this dude hasn't paid me for his claims. Boot him live. I'll do it. My goal is to be a beacon of entertainment for the crowd. Little Shohei Ohtani batting short print going into the top loader binder. Of course. I mean, might be able to grade it, but I'm grading the pain. Oh, Harbaugh? Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Broncos-Bills game on over here. I'm pulling for the Broncos. I don't know if I'll get any flack for that, but I am. I want to see the young rookie QBs do well. I don't know. Makes more fun for the sports card hobby when the young guys go out there and perform. Do you ever just look at your stuff and you're like, wow, I have way too much, but it's like, I also don't really want to sell it. That's the position I'm in. Pretty frequently. I wasn't sure if we'd get much attention on the live, but I figured why not give it a shot. I've done this in the past a couple times, but usually we get a few folks in here, we chat for a while. I know, and that's the thing is I'm not ripping, so it's like, who's going to hang out with me then? Who's going to hang out with me when all the boxes are gone? Man, it is crazy to see that this game is, it's a lot closer than I think a lot of people expected, myself included. I really thought it was going to be a little bit wider spread, but it is back and forth. We shall see. But I also didn't turn it on until a lot later. Like, I just turned it on maybe an hour ago. I was watching a movie with Ashley, and we were like, and she's like, so is the break filled yet? And I'm like, no. It's like, sorry. I wish I could make it snap fill for you, but it is what it is. I'm just going through stuff to see if I got anything super of note hiding around. Every once in a while, you'll go through a stack of something and be like, oh, hello. At least that's how I am. Be like, oh, that's where that went. But yeah, my thought process is, hey, like, sometimes if you lose your fancy stuff and then you find it back later. Interception Buffalo. Oh, did they pick off Knicks? Sure did, big man. Big boy with the pick. How about it? That's a huge guy. 96 or, yeah. That's a gigantic human being who just had that interception. Yeah, definitely don't want to make that guy bad. Be the wrong guy to piss off. Eating a BLT with chips, coleslaw, pickle, drinking Gatorade, watching you. You're my entertainment. Thanks, Angel. That's the goal, man. Be somewhat entertaining. Now, to be fair, I'm not doing much, so. But if we get this Disney break going, that would be a lot more entertaining. Do you collect football cards? Not really. If anything, I collect football cases, like sealed products. But to be fair, they're not here, so. In a way, it's kind of just like an investment put away. Oh, and then interception Denver. Oh, this is a messy game, it appears. Yeah, I turned it on right before half. How about that? Yeah, I don't know who was favored in this one. I definitely thought that it was going to be the Bills, but to be fair, I don't follow football as closely as a lot of other folks do. I'd say I have above average knowledge, but that's about it. Bills just can't go. They cannot, dude. They really can't. It's kind of sad. I want Josh Allen to get a Super Bowl under his belt, but can't if you keep throwing footballs like that. I wish I could just show it. You know, I wish I could just like screen share the game and we could go through it together, but there's all these laws and regulations saying that I can't. But yeah, I figured why not go live, hang out. I'll probably do a little bit of sorting here. I was going through some PC stuff and figured, hey, why don't we just do this? wonder if I do it like that. If that'll look decent. Keep it at an angle. Yeah. So like I said, I turned the game on at half, pretty much, and trying to get this to where it doesn't look super janky. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Yeah, just gonna do some sorting, hanging out with everyone. Hopefully fill this Disney break so that Ashley can do some ripping today. There we go. Now you can kind of see what I'm working with. Yeah, check out these from today. Well, this one I got earlier in the week. Little Jackson Churio Major League Mini SSP. This one came in today. That's a big dog. Rainiel Rodriguez. Yeah, okay, maybe not. The glare is terrible. But James Wood, Sapphire Auto, Caminero, Julio, Rookie Autos. Been doing some buying lately. Who do I have? Marvel? What did I say? Did I say Star Wars or Disney? I probably said Disney. Brain's not braining super well today. Well, I think that'd be a good Super Bowl, but I don't know if the Bills can withstand Denver. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yes, this is typically what I'll do. I'll get everything into divisions first and then break it out like that. I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. Let me pull this up over here. I need 16 Jan live fill. The thing is, sorting into divisions takes a lot of time, but it definitely makes the final sort a lot easier. You kind of get used to it after a while too, though. All right, Cubs, D-backs, and Orioles. How's everybody's Saturday going? Oh, wait, you guys see that screen now, don't you? My bad. I forgot that would be the screen that you see since I'm sharing my screen that way. Here, let me do this. There we go. Now you won't see that. You'll be able to see the break. Why didn't anybody yell at me about that? I'm like, that's... At least if folks jump in, they can see how many spots are left in the Marvel break. I wish I had some more Disney. Disney was fun. It's crazy how much, like, the non-sport stuff. Like, yeah, baseball is great and all, but that's really how people crush, is with non-sport. Is it snowing there? No, it hasn't really snowed much at all. It's up to 40 now. It was in the teens this morning here, but yeah, it hasn't snowed nearly as much as normal. I need San Francisco. Gosh, of course, now that I'm out of draft, I'm like way more excited. Like, I want more so bad. Here, let's grab the Padres too. It's only the Padres and the Mets. Padres and the Mets. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, this is the down. I don't even want to call it a downside, because it's not really a downside. It's just time consuming. This is the back end part of breaking that folks never see. It's like, hey, because usually I'll do like I've got on now, like a game or, you know, YouTube on that I'm watching in the background while I sort out stuff. I watch comedy specials or like Kill Tony. Just as background noise. But yeah, we got 4 people in here. Like I said, the intent with this, just to hang out, chit chat. If anybody's like, hey, what would you do in this situation? Or, hey, I've got this card, you want it? Whatever. Kind of just giving you an insight into my day-to-day when I'm not live. I'm like one of those streamers that streams like every part of their day. That's what I feel like right now. Except instead of having 100,000 people in here, we have 4. Who knows, maybe one day. Maybe one day, 100,000 people will just sit here and watch me sort. One day, I'll be that cool. Yeah, and then I just grab the graded card bags. This one, too thick for one, so I grabbed 2. And then I put it into a box, and that box goes upstairs. Those boxes turn into bubble mailers. Slap a label on there. Out they go. So it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. Got some stuff that I'm going to prep to send to consignment for the first time. Because I think that we might be working with a consigner here in the future to like send out stuff. Wait, did I bring that box upstairs already? No, it's right here. In the future, so that whenever we hit like big cards, we can just ship it to them and they'll list it for you and everything, so that it just takes all the work out of it. And then they take a small percentage, obviously, in case you're not familiar with consignment, based off the value, and then you get paid out without even having to touch the card. If you're like, hey, like, it's cool, not for me, but I don't want to go through the time of selling it, they'll do that. Red Sox, Pirates, Nationals. Red Sox. Buccos. It's best card in my PC. Ohtani rookie auto. Easy. Like, that's for sure the best card. The best, like, not super duper stupid expensive card. Let me think. I mean, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, like my top loader binder is nearly full, but that's just stuff that I personally just really enjoy. I'd say cards that I really like that aren't incredibly expensive. I'd say this one's kind of recency bias because I got it recently. This is a Garbage Pail Kid Jackson Churio rookie. But this one is a personal favorite. The Barry Bonds, Numbers Live Forever, short print. Definitely a big fan of those two. The Warthog is pretty reliable. Any of these aircraft, pretty cool. All of them. Favorite Gatorade flavor? I feel like OG blue. Tough to beat. Honestly, just any of the like not weird flavors, like not the one-offs. You know, lemon, lime, orange, fruit punch. Problem with fruit punch is it stained everything. Oh, snap! Wagaboo. All right. Hey, you know what? If you need assistance, you know what would probably fix your problem? If you ate more berries, actually. That'll probably help it. Try that. See if that works. You guys on Facebook are like, what is this guy talking about? I'd love to read his comment out loud, but I feel like that might deter some of the people watching us. But yeah, eat some more of those berries. It'll make you feel better, for sure. Definitely going to be no downside to that. Rockies. And Mariners. Citrus Cooler. Can't say I had that one. Let's see, what's a citrus cooler Gatorade look like? Oh yeah, that's for sure an OG one. That's all right. Maybe I wasn't claiming things that are OG. My wife owned. Now all I have is Quest for Fire. Well, good luck on your quest. Hopefully you find plenty of tasty wild berries. What's the top loader binder? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a instead of like a card paged binder that you instead of just like putting stuff into a sleeve, you keep it in a top loader and it fits in there inside of the top loaders. So obviously there's less room because top loaders are wider than the card. But it's just a way to protect cards that you put into a binder, since you keep them inside of the top loader itself. Let's see who's next. Tampa, Yankees, Rangers. Yeah, can't complain about it. It was definitely one of the coolest, like it's one of the most useful gifts that I've received. On it and Pulse. Well, I know Pulse has been around for a little bit. Who's on it? Or do you mean Onyx? Yeah, Onyx has made some good stuff. Yeah. If you're, yeah, I'm not familiar if Onnit is actually another company, but yeah, the Onyx stuff. I've owned a couple of like Onyx autos. Oh, ONIT. Interesting. I haven't seen them. Yeah, I've heard of Pulse, but I might have to check them out. Because the thing is, like companies like that usually like the hit rate's higher, which is really nice. Cleveland, Dodgers, Angels. Cleveland. Is it all like current players? Because I know like Sage has the high school athletes and stuff, but Wagaboo, you eating more berries over there? What's going on? I haven't heard an update from you. How's your quest for fire going? Beating down on some Stegosauri out there. Sure hope. Some stanky buggers. All right, Miami, Phillies, and Reds. Yeah, probably not as many people are interested in seeing this, but I figured, hey. Why not? Let's see if any spots have fallen. If not, I'll give a little comment, boost it up a little bit maybe. Nope. Card is the Juan Soto. Remember when I showed you it? Which one? I like plenty of Juan Soto stuff. Always on the loose. PSA 10, Auto 10. I don't recall. All college. Ooh. Yeah, because, I mean, that's the thing is... I know, like, Panini draft picks and stuff has kind of struggled a little bit, but... Royals, Twins, Braves. Royals, Twins. I think that might be all these guys. Yep. See, and then slowly, piles get smaller and smaller and smaller. Then you do the next one. Yeah, no kidding. I knew I'd be sitting here doing this anyway, so I said, hey, why not go live? Maybe some people will jump in and be like, hey, what's that in your background? And I'll be like, oh, it's a Marvel break that my wife's going to do once it fills. So if you want a spot, let me know. If you're in here, I might give you a little extra discount just for coming in and hanging out. Astros, Cardinals, and Jays. Yerp. So if you're interested, claim a spot. I'll tell you how much it is. But it's going to be a secret, so I'll have to message you how much it is. So I don't want everybody getting these deals. I want Canes and Devils. Nice. Boom, that break is officially shorted. I still have one that I have to put into divisions, but... I guess we lost Wagaboo. He might have gotten knocked out by that Stegosaurus. Oh, Buffalo! Old Tutty. I go through so many supplies. It's not even funny. I keep the plastic industry booming by how many supplies I go through. Yeah, a little touchdown. I think that was to Kincaid. Yeah. All right. 1 point game. Buffalo takes the lead. Yeah, it's Kincaid. Let's go. So even if it's like I don't really, like I said, I guess kind of pulling for Denver, I guess, but I'm kind of indifferent. Just want it to be a good game. It's always interesting having. Like I said, I feel like there's been so many more NFL games on weekends or on Saturdays this year than in years past. Yeah, it is Saturday. Had to double check. I was like, is it Sunday already? Did I sleep through Saturday? Look at that. I think we may have ourselves another spot falling down. There's only a couple left to go. I will say this, the number of people that hit in the non-sport breaks is higher than in the baseball breaks. Like there's, I think, in the last few that we've done, and to be fair, it's been a little bit, but Bradley says random. Can you comment on the post too so it kind of boosts it a little bit? I'll drop a link to it in the chat. It's stuck on posting. Give me a second. There it goes. That should work. Let me see if that just opens up to the group itself. It does. Oh well, I tried. I tried so hard. Let's see if anybody else is. Got a lot of GIF comments, which is really appreciated. People are trying to bump it. So I actually thought about that today, Chris. Here's the difficulty with it. The difficulty is, like, even if I associated like a random like I don't know how I would break it out. If you have ideas, let me know and I'll try it. Because I mean, unless I could like combine what, well, see, it's an odd number. Yeah. Because I thought about it today. I was like, how can I do that? How can I get that done? Because yeah, it'd be fun. All right, I just see that pop up on my screen that Bradley commented on my photo. Give me a random spot. Let's do it. What are we thinking? What's my thought process? Let's go with lucky number 7. Pow. Look at that. Thank you, Bradley. Sweet. Who's going to be next? Yeah, I would love to do a sport non-sport mixer because like there are ways that people do like NFL and MLB mixers like together. So it's like I thought maybe if I did like team names, like I don't know, Ant-Man and the A's. I could find a way to break it out. Non-sport at 15 spot random. I know it's a bit harder. I mean, it's not super hard. Like it, because it's really the way I do it is the simplest way to explain it by doing it by random letter. You know, because I've got a sheet on here. Let me show you. Let me actually pull this back over here. Let me see. Do you guys see this now? Yeah, you do. Okay. Oh gosh, no. Undo. There we go. I've got this sheet in here from like the 29th, I think. Yeah, in Marvel, like I broke out how many cards are in each spot. So kind of as a way to figure out, you know, because obviously you want to spread out how many opportunities like people have to hit. So it's like, hey, like if J only has 3 cards and K has 4, so that's 7. So let's combine those. And then like M has 9, so let's make M its own spot. Just going through it like that. Trying to figure out what's the most bang for the customer's buck in terms of like spots. So yeah, if I could do it that way. The thing is obviously making it 50. Like right now it's 20 spots for this, and which makes it cheaper, yes, but making it 15 makes it more expensive. And we could try it though. I don't know. Do you guys in here want to rip anything? I can always put this to the side and we can rip open something. Or if you're just like, hey, I'm just here to hang out, that's totally fine too. All right, time to put this break into divisions. This is a card I was jealous of. Roki Sasaki, rookie image variation. Heck yeah. Actually, I've got 2 cards that are in thick top loaders, so I tape these up. I used to tape everything, and then I realized that it's very much overkill. And if anything, it's kind of annoying when you're like, hey, all my top-loaded stuff, like I have to... Like, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get stuff, even with just like tape on the top loader, I immediately put it into a new top loader. But when a card's in a thick top loader, I definitely will put it in. I will tape it just because the thick top loader is always a little bit off. Yeah, and combine 5 teams. Like the 5... I guess like cheapest PYT teams maybe. It's an idea. It'd be a way to help move through the the entertainment stuff. The thing is, the entertainment has netted us some of the, I don't want to say the most valuable, because obviously we ripped a ton of baseball. Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly. You know, the Yankees and the White Sox go together because they're both bottom of the barrel teams. Yeah, I get it. No, makes sense. The Mets and the Rockies. Get out of here with that. Blasphemy. Yeah, it does, and the price per hit is super low too. Yeah, Upper Deck does a really good job with making products. Like it's got me to the point where I'm debating picking up some hockey boxes, not to break, but just to rip myself just for fun. Because that's something I really enjoy. Is I like ripping stuff that's not baseball. Oh, forgot about that. The Let's Go Dylan Cruz. Oh yeah, the 2 James Wood rookie autos. Craziness. That was a wild break. I'm gonna have to give some freebies on this one. More than likely. Yeah, and the rate that things are going, like, I mean, Panini wouldn't be the end of the world. I feel like Panini's in a position now where it's like they're gonna, whatever they get, they're gonna, like, I don't want to say redo, but obviously losing football is like losing the football license is kind of disastrous for them. It's a majority of, well, it's pretty much all the income, right? I don't know. I try to stay out of the negativity of it all. I just give us affordable boxes again. But at the end of the day, like, the more and more that I really think about it, it comes down to it's not Fanatics' fault that the boxes are so expensive. It really is demand, and because they'll sell it, right? But then they don't control what it goes to after the fact. Like, they can't control that now 2023 Bowman draft is over $1,000 a box. They can't control that. They can control when the market shifts by, you know, releasing more of a product, but they can't exactly control what the secondary pricing is after something's released. So that's all done by demand. Obviously, if, you know, people got Topps Chrome Basketball on release day and now it's like, what, $1,500 a jumbo box or something crazy like that, but it's selling, so it's like that's the value of it. It's the same thing with like Ohtani cards. Like, yeah, he's playing great, but there are some Ohtani cards that are still $5, and there are some that are tens of thousands. Why? Because that's what people are willing to pay. If there was some magical way to bring the box prices down, I'd love to do it. It's okay, it was just my PC cards. Yeah, it's insane, but it's like Fanatics has no control over what those prices are now, because it's all Jim Bob with a stash of 3 cases in his basement, who's like, I'm not willing to sell this for less than $100,000 or whatever. I think it'll be funny to see these groups in 50 years and people are like, my grandfather, like, I inherited this from my grandfather, and it's just a bunch of, like, I don't know, Bo Bichette rookie cards, or, you know, an Ohtani rookie or whatever. Like, it just the same way we see now where it's like, hey, I inherited these cards, like, are they worth anything? And it's Mark McGuire. Every once in a while you'll see somebody post up a mantle and stuff like that, but it's like, one of these days these cards are going to get passed down. Oh, to be at a Walmart in 2018 and just buying up 2018 Topps Chrome for $15, $20. Oh. Hindsight's 2020. I know. I think we all wish that we could be in that position and just rip. Just have fun ripping, chasing Otanis without blowing every dollar in the bank. Yeah, I've gotten decently quick at doing this over time. I'm actually going a little slow just because I'm yapping, but just going through, putting everybody into divisions. Because the way I do it this way first. Like, yes, I could put it into 30 stacks and go through and have every team laid out once. Doing this is like two-factor authentication when you log into your bank account. I do this, I put it into divisions first. That way, I have a secondary way of going through that stack again and ensuring that, hey, all Mariners are in that stack right there. Yeah. Well, if you can get them at 75. If you can get them at 75. Like, I'm curious to see what, like, let's see what they are today. I don't know what it's priced at today. I was on Topps' website earlier. Let's go here. DA Card World. Let's see what 2025 Topps Chrome Blasters are going for. Let's see. Jumbo. Oh, wait, that's update. I mean, Bowman 2024 Bowman Chrome Megas are $80. I like that. $39 for 23 Bowman Chrome Megas? Yes, please. I don't even know if they have any. $40 for a blaster. $12 for a mega pack. Oh yeah, look at that. $75 mega box. Yuck. That's gross. That's just craziness. Make it make sense. Congratulations, here's a Ken Waldichuk X-Fractor. I know he's 23, but you get what I'm saying. Why? Because people were buying them. Chrome, well, I Chrome update should be even higher than Chrome because obviously the debut patches. I don't know, man. I don't know. What can you do? Well, at least we're moving a little bit further on that break. Let me see if we had any other comments. We got 5 notifications. Yeah, Bradley, thank you. And the only downside with doing a random like this is I can't exactly mini teams. I can mini spots, but that's a pain in the butt. Where it's like, hey, I don't know, a couple people get 2 spots, a couple people get 0, I guess. It's an awkward position. I know Ashley was looking forward to this rip because it's been a while. Has him for 56. Is that regular Chrome or Chrome update? This is what I do most evenings, in case you're curious. I take piles of stuff and put it into smaller piles of stuff, and then I put it into smaller piles of stuff, and then I put it in a bag, and then I put it in a bubble mailer, and then I put it in the mailbox. And then I do it over again. Update for 56. Woo-wee. That actually sounds like a pretty darn good price. I might have to pick some up. Blasters are 35. Yeah, blaster. I don't know why. I feel like blasters have gotten worse over the years. Megas are good because obviously you get X Factors. Yeah, but look at what the hobby may be 390. Look at what the blasters are. The blasters might shock you, because they shock me. Well, they all kind of do. It all depends on how much supply they have. DA Card World and Blowout both fluctuate pretty significantly. Because like right now, I bet you that DA Card World probably has sold a lot more Chrome Update than Blowout. So Blowout's trying to, dump some of their stock and get some cash. Probably in prep for Pristine, I'd imagine. Or I know Topps Chrome NBA Sapphire comes out shortly. So you don't want to be the last ones holding it and they continue to fall. Please tell me how to set my break up like this. Well, Britt, what are you trying to do? Like, what do you mean set it up like this? What you mean? Like, how do I have it to where, like, you can see me, you can see everything in front of me and stuff like that? Jan. Because that's someone who can tell you is probably me. If I were to guess, if I were a betting man. 2018 case of Topps Fire, 12-box case. I would bet. Let me see. I'm pulling out a calculator. Topps Fire. He says 12-box case. Probably $9,000-$10,000. So I use OBS. OBS. So first off, you need to have a computer that's strong enough to be able to. Like, you need to have a strong enough graphics card to where you can stream. Like, I have 2 cameras. I have a nice microphone, and I use OBS, which is a software tool. And I have different scenes for different things. Like, hey, like, that's usually just my normal breaking front-facing webcam and everything. Like, I have this one. This was like in my old style to where I'm up in the top right corner. I can write on the screen. Let's see. But yeah, it's just different. You just have to set up different things. 15K. Oh. Atlanta Brave, New York Phillies. Oh, the team. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was really funny. Where's? Oh yeah, this is what I had before. Put this back up. Yeah, 15K. Yeah, it's absurd. But the thing is, like, to find it somewhere else for cheaper. Good luck. From a reputable site. It's a pain. But yeah, Britt, send me a message if you want to learn. Now, the thing is, like, you can really only do it with YouTube and Facebook. Because obviously, like, there's different aspect ratios for different outputs. So, like, if you're on TikTok or whatnot, you have to adjust the aspect ratio. It's just learning how video works. It just takes some time with that. But all in all, it's once you figure it out, just like with everything, it's daunting at first, but over time it gets a lot easier. But if you have a nice computer, you can shoot me a message and I'll try and help walk you through things. Yeah, yeah, of course. Where do you break on? Because if it's Whatnot or like TikTok, like a vertical uh, camera output, I'm not that much of a help just because I don't break on there personally. I just break here on Facebook. But if I can be of assistance, I will be. Interesting. It's fun looking at though. Yeah, and there are some, and the thing is like the thing that worries me with stuff like that is every once in a while you'll get somebody who's, big baller, and they're like, you know what, hey, I'm pulling the trigger. I'm gonna buy this case and I'm gonna rip it and I'm gonna chase Otani. I'm trying to lean off Whatnot towards Facebook. Just Whatnot now. Yeah, well, I'd recommend getting a good computer because I'm assuming right now you stream off your phone with Whatnot. It's a good way to do it. But let me dip me off for a sec. I would say if you can buy a nice computer, if you don't have one, get a couple nice cameras, get a nice microphone. You could set this up no problem pretty quickly. It just takes a little bit of learning. I've had this setup in particular for a little over a year, but it definitely it upgrades it. It upgrades your standard view. Like as you see at the bottom, like I've got my like a scroll bar that I typically have like all the teams scrolling on, so that you can see like, oh, I don't know, Bradley has the Braves or whatever. So let's see if we get had any more action on this. But yeah, if you ever have questions, you can add me as a friend and shoot me a message. I'm more than willing to help you. And that's the thing is like so many of these dudes that I've met on like I don't mean you, like off Whatnot, they're always like I don't know, they're always so tight-lipped to give any sort of information that could help somebody else. I'm like, why? Well, you're gonna steal my customers. It's like, no, dude. Your customer base comes to you for a reason because it's you, not because of how your cameras are set up. I promise you that. You build a relationship with people. Your relationship with others matters more than anything else. I mean, there are fantastic breakers out there who just use their camera, like just use their front-facing camera, nothing fancy, and they're great. I think I mostly break with people like that. But then there are people with super high production quality, and they go, Keel Hendricks. It's like they don't know it. They may have high production, but they don't know what they're talking about. Don't know where this rant started, but I don't know. Help people out who are in need. It's not rocket science. Be a good dude. Can we please just be good dudes? Yeah, dude. And you know what's funny? I think that's down. Too. Yeah, 125 a blaster. Like it, because what happened was there was stuff that like a lot of people were saying that the odds of hits were the same in blasters as in hobby, and for a little bit, blasters and hobby were like $100 apart. Like it was kind of nuts. I might be over exaggerating, but I just remember seeing the prices of blasters and I was like, oh my gosh. That's why I've got SpongeBob blasters right over here, but it's like I don't know if I could sell it. It's a super fun product, but I don't know if I could sell that. Let me see. Texas Rangers. Yep. Cool. I have them on sale. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of people are tight-lipped about it, and yeah, I always, like people ask me all the time, like, "Hey, how do I start breaking?" And I'm like, "Here's how you do it." Unfortunately, it's not as easy as go buy blaster, go sell blaster for $100, make money, woohoo! Like, no. This is a random team, so I got to make sure that these people that I'm... So when it's a break like this where each spot's a little bit smaller, that seems really high for no reason. I don't know. 200 a box for 2020 Inception? I wouldn't touch that. And I love Lou Bob. For me, the stuff that I want to rip is 2023. Personally. Because I feel like 2023 is down. Corbin and Gunner, both their stuff's down big time. So it's like, I want to rip that. Because I still like both of them. Their pricing's just down. Obviously, I'd love to rip 2024, but... Friggin' Paul Skeens, Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Churio, Jackson... Like I think it's going to go down as one of the biggest classes in years. I think it's going to be comparable to 2018. For a while, it was 2018 and 2019 were the big two. 17, you can argue Judge, sure, whatever. But I'm saying like multiple players. I think in the long run, 2024 is going to go down as a big, big class. For rookies, at least. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, community helps a ton. It's like, hey, I run this group. There's nearly 70,000 people in it. I help people out every day. And sometimes people will reach out to me and be like, hey, help me out. You bleep, bleep, bleep. And it's like, okay, now I'm not only am I not going to help you, I'm going to remove you from my group because you're not a good dude. I want good dudes to be around. Yeah, pro tip, if you want help from somebody, don't curse them out. I know. Some people need to hear that, which is kind of wild. This football game looks like the tide is turning in the Bills' favor. Oh, see, that's what I mean. $350 for a jumbo. Like, I'm paying $100 an auto, and I got a shot at like a red Gunner rookie auto, or Adley, or Corbin. I know it sounds silly to say this now, but even Anthony Volpe, he's not bad. You know whose market still hasn't recovered, and it's kind of a bummer? Fernando Tatis Jr. Ever since his, obviously the suspension, his ringworm, that's kind of killed a lot of 2019 stuff. Alrighty, Z Rockies Dodgers. It's HTA too. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about HTA. I really don't. Like the move is, or is that Delight? Because if it's Delight, that's a different story. Delight I can get behind. HTA, like now that we have Breakers Delight, HTA is kind of like yeah, it's cool to get autos, but it's like I also want to see the parallels too. Delight case $58.95. I think it's a 6-box case. I don't think that's right. There might be more in there. At least Delight now is a 6-box case. What's wild is that's the first year of the debut patch. The debut patch didn't really catch steam as much until Skeens and that big bounty. Where is Yamamoto's debut patch? Is it hiding in a box in some grandma's garage? Probably. And apparently it's a redemption too. Oh, 12. Oh. Well, that's why I was like, that can't be right when I did that math. Yeah, because Delight now is a 6-box case. So we've done a couple case breaks with that, and I've had fun with them. I enjoy Delight case breaks. They're just, I don't know, I feel like a little bit too quick. I don't know. We need a middle ground between hobby and Breaker's Delight. I want all the Breaker's Delight hits, but give me more base too. Is that too much to ask for? Because I feel like Delight just goes by too quickly. Ooh. Touchdown. Touchdown. Good catch. Come on, Marvel. Let's be marvelous. 5 spots left. $4.90 if you buy it by the box. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather get a full case. Dang it, he had a second spot. Yes, he did. Oops. I try to be smart when I package things. Like if people have multiple teams, I try and do one bag if it'll all fit. Try and save on the plastic, but sometimes you just miss it. We'll say this, lately with draft, I had a lot of luck with getting it by the box, because from the case we ripped, I pulled the last draft. From the jumbo, like the 5-boxer, or the 5 auto boxes, pulled the last draft. And from the hobby, I pulled the last draft. So I pulled SSPs in basically the 3 formats that I opened up. But yeah, now I'm all out of love. All out of draft. It'll be interesting because, I mean, like last year a lot of people were like, oh, this draft class sucks. And now it's like, oh, 2024 draft is a crap ton of money per box. And it's like, yeah, you never know with prospects. But then you get like 2021 Bowman Chrome or something, then it's like, who's in that? Yeah, Bowman's definitely confusing to the early collector. I know I was confused when I first got in the hobby. I was like, so there's 3 releases each year? And they're different guys. No, same guys. But some have first on them and some don't. It's like, what? Why wouldn't they all be the same if it's the same year? No. Doesn't work that way. Yeah, explaining it to somebody now is... it's messy. I think we've all been there of like, wait, so should I chase this guy in here? It's like, yeah, he's in there, but he doesn't have first autos. It's like, but he's still in there. We've all been there. Pirates, Brew Crew, cards, Cubs. All right, folks. Well, been live for a little bit over an hour. Wanted to see if that could get some action. We got one of them down. We'll see how the rest of the evening goes. I'll probably take a little break from sorting here. Go eat some grub. And see what else we got planned for the evening. I'm not sure if we'll see, depending on when it closes. Obviously, if it closes within a reasonable amount of time. Like I prefer to not break at 3 o'clock in the morning, if that's when it closes, but yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't want to call the shot too early and be like, hey, we're gonna break it this time. We'll play it by ear. If it closes super late, we'll run it tomorrow. If it closes relatively early, we'll run it early. Was hoping to break it obviously by now, but it's fine. Good things come to those who wait, and hopefully hopefully Ashley pulls like a crazy super like she did a few breaks ago. I guess that was, yeah, a couple months ago. We were hoping that this gap in time would help boost interest. What it is. All right, peeps. Well, hey, thanks to those of you who hung out for a little bit. I'll probably wrap it up here. But hopefully we can close out Disney and we can rip very soon.